guys, and welcome to the channel again. It's me, Anna, your special girls tutor, and you're welcome to today's video, to today's episode. You're welcome to today's talk. Today's talk is very interesting, and there's something very good about a news I want to share. Okay, so this girl's life has not been very easy, but I think I have some butterflies in my belly. Okay, so you might want to know if I'm graduate, yes or no, but I am. Yes, I am. But some things have to be fully completed before you can be very proud to say you're a graduate or stuff. But I just got a message from one of my lecturers, and he texted and said, congratulations, Anna, your result has been approved by Senate. And so, gosh, since yesterday till now, I've been very excited. Okay, so any moment from now, I would start the school clearance so I can go for service. So that's one thing I just think I just felt like spilling out to you guys. So congratulations to me, and thank you for loving loving me, because it's actually difficult for any person to appreciate, especially when someone is not faking it but just living their simple lives. It's People don't seem to give them attention when they are living their simple life. They're not living it fake or not living it big. People don't seem to acknowledge all the life there. But all thanks to God, and thanks to you too, who is my YouTube family here. So thank God the sun is shining. So let's go into today's video. I think it's actually necessary. This is a topic that most girls have been shying away from, but I don't really think we're supposed to shy away from these things. We're supposed to talk about it. We're supposed to relate. We're supposed to just hear ourselves out and see how we can get along with stuffs like this. So I'll be doing myself good and doing you good that we talk about this right now. I mean, in today's video. So what is the topic? I know you must have seen it from the thumbnail or from the title, just whichever way. But what is it gonna be? What is it about? Let me spell it. Virginity. That's what? Virginity. Yes, that's what we have to talk about today. I think we should pay attention to those little things. We should subscribe to those little things with big meaning, with big complications, other than just flying around things that are actually not all that beneficial or something. So let's go into the matter. Talking about virginity, I will try as much as possible not to write, because when I'm brainstorming, I love penning, I love just documenting, but I would try not to, so this video is not going to be very long. Okay guys, so what are we talking about? Talking about virginity. Of course, every babe born into this world, I mean male, female, comes as a virgin. If you want to define the virginity can be defined, that's from my own simple dictionary. Virginity can be defined as the state or point or age where someone has not had sexual intercourse ever before. Okay, so let's talk about it. We've grown to know that people get married, and getting married is not between same sex. Getting married is between two opposite sex, like the male and the female getting married. And that's how we grew to know that mommy is married to daddy, stuff like that. So that's the only point we acknowledge that, and we know and recognize that it was because mom and dad had sexual intercourse. That's why they've got us as their offspring. But in today's world, even a girl and a boy, just from nowhere, without knowing the backgrounds, without knowing or even having feelings, like even without having any sort of emotional feelings, they can still sleep with themselves. They can still have sexual intercourse together. So the point is, being that every male or female born into this world is a virgin from the start, is there any cause for alarm if that state is being changed? Okay, so that's the thing. If you've not thought about it before, or you have not heard it before from anyone, then it is me to you, and we're doing it now. So let's think about it. Is it really necessary that we key into this part of life, that we look into this phase? What is the will of God concerning this whole thing? Because one of the most popular scriptures, most popular Bible stories we've heard or known is that a virgin named Mary was the mother of our Savior Jesus Christ. So why was it a virgin? And why was it Mary? Do you understand? So why are we not attributing it to our lives today? Because this Mary was single, just like me, or just like one single person out there. But she was still a virgin because she hadn't got married yet. And then God subscribed her to his plan, and she became, as a virgin, she conceived to bear a Savior Jesus Christ before she finally met with her husband, and before she was mated by her husband, or with her husband, and started giving birth to other offspring. So the question is, guys, are we not supposed to key into this vision? Are we not supposed to look into this? Are we not supposed to think about this? Why is it that today, even children, yes, I'm not going to say girls, why is it that today, even children at the age of 10, 9, already know virgins? When you know, like, we've got to be sensitive, because if you ask me, it's really something to discuss. You must be discussing this topic with your parents, or discussing them with your friends. So if a girl has thought about this stuff and deems it fit to be maintained until she also finds a spouse, and finally after marriage, then they can now have sexual intercourse. Why is it then that girls or children or babies, or even guys are now obligating themselves to having boyfriends and girlfriends here and there? What exactly would be the activity in that so-called girl or boy relationship? So my guys, this is really an interesting topic, and I really want every guy out there to think about it very seriously. Take this then very seriously. A virgin is one who has never had sex before. Sex is only had in marriage, and there are many benefits to it. There are many benefits to it, in the sense that when you get married, you're not going to start comparing. Wow, but when I had it with Mr. A, this thing was more lively, was more. I don't understand, or this person is not too good enough, stuff like that. So I pray God is going to help us. But if you ask me, this topic is very interesting. And no matter the size or type of person that walks up to you for sex or whatever kind of illicit relationship, you should be very frank, you should be very open to let them know that you're not interested, because they are not your spouse, like they're not your husband, nor are they your wife. So I think we youths of today should see this thing as a priority. Try not to engage into it, because the only time that such illicit stuff was mentioned in the Bible, we saw it. Angels from heaven, they polluted the human race by getting themselves to sleep with humans. These angels, these spirit bodies, were sleeping with humans, and it was detestable in the sight of God. And you could imagine the results, the outcome of it. So we should be very sensitive about. Forget about the sexual organs. Talking about, just forget about it. It's there to be there. It's not there for sex. It is not there for just that. I don't know if someone is getting me. So my point is, we should wake up. These things are very shy to discuss. Very true. And in fact, when some people want to talk about these things, this is how they start addressing it, and they make it seem too bad, seem too ill. making people feel uncomfortable discussing about them. But guys, in today's video, just calm down. But make sure, don't say it's not for me. Don't say this message is not for me. You will know the dangers of um what's the word? We know the dangers of engaging in sexual activities when it is not your husband. You can imagine. You can get STD because you don't even know the person's medical background. You can get pregnant. I mean, unwanted pregnancy. And the person is not even ready. The person in question is not. Imagine you're 13 and you're getting pregnant for a boy that is 15. Who's going to father? Who's going to pay the delivery bills? That's how children of nowadays have gotten so much expenses on their parents. So there are so many things. And this sex of a thing, let me tell us, when you do it for the first time, you will always feel like wanting to do it for the second time. Because it's now like getting used to, like, okay, first good. Let me use this example rather. When I first ate shawarma, I was in sorry, not shawarma, abacha, African salad. That's how they call it. When I first ate abacha, I was in senior secondary in the boarding house, and then we were trying to we ate it that first time, and it wasn't too good. Like, it was somehow, it was awkward, and then for the second time, and before you know it, um we were going to the fence, the school, hang around the school fence to make sure when the particular person that sells it is passing, we'll just stop and we'll buy. So you keep buying it, you keep eating it, you keep eating, you keep eating, and you keep eating. So my guys, we should desist from this thing. I know there are so many things that can influence it. When you start talking with people that are already exposed, when you start talking with people that have engaged in these things, when you start listening to such conversations and such compromised conversations, when you start subscribing to pornography, you watch videos, or you look at nude photos, or even movies. There are some of these movies that, as if they were produced for just sexual entertainment. But I'm telling you from the standpoint of the scripture, that no matter who you are, we should keep this sexual purity in our, because this thing has to do with, it's not just body to body. This thing has to do with soul. So when you sleep with someone for the very first time, even when the person is not around, you kind of feel like the person is around. You kind of feel like you need the person. You kind of feel like that's how people get themselves entangled. They don't even like the person, but they will still go ahead doing it. So let's run away from this thing. Let's run away from it. Let's think about it. If God brought me to this world as a sexually clean person, then, and if you had said from this stage, you're now free to, and the only free time is not age 18. The only free time is when you're married. So let's see that way. Let's key into that, and let's wait for getting married. In fact, it is because many persons have been able to get sex anytime, anywhere they want it. That's why many are not even married today. You see those many guys and girls, ladies outside there that are not married. It is because whenever the sexual urge comes, they can fulfill it anywhere. That is why they wouldn't even want to get married. But I tell you, if we will all abstain, if we will all keep ourselves chaste, we'll be having marriages more frequently than ever. So what am I saying? God has a reason for saying that a man and a woman must come together to be one. So if you're sleeping with a guy, whether you like him or not, whether he's a responsible person or not, whether your family are aware of his identity or not, you are becoming one with that person. Seriously, you are becoming one. You see these two fingers unseparable? That is what you're becoming. So let's try. Let's refuse. You say you're single, but some part of you has been shared, has been turned to another person who probably has no sort of affection for you. So let's think about this thing. It doesn't matter your age. You should think about it. Because I see people who go around sleeping just to get money. I've seen all sort of vagant lives like that. Extravagant. When I was in school, I heard, I saw many things in campus. But the most important thing is if we can sit back to reflect. Forget about what you see on movie. Forget it. If God has said, that's why I'm saying that if we key into what God is saying, we will have more marriages and weddings every weekend than ever. But because people have been getting it when they want, getting it with who they want. That is why marriages have been scarce. Marriage ceremonies have been scarce. So let's praise up. Let's praise up. Even if you, because this compromise most of the times they also come in relationship. So let's praise up. It's an understandable something. If there is a guy that loves you and wants the both of you to be in a relationship, this video is very long, so for that reason it will be a part one and a part two. So thank you very much guys for watching this interesting video. See you in the part two. Just go quickly and check for it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on the section below, tell me anything or everything you want to tell me on the section below, and love you. Bye.